Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and a brand new campaign. This is under 106 Update 12, and I'm crossing my fingers and praying my socks off there are no save resets. But I might do, if there are, I'll do what I did or will do with the British campaign, which is do multiple kind of restarts of the campaign using the different years, depending on how things are going. And I am recording live on Twitch, and John Craig has just cheered 100 bits. Time for a choo-choo, yes, and kicked off the hype train. Thank you very much. So, Italy, I thought would be an interesting one to look at for a few reasons. First of all, if we go to the politics screen, we start off with the smallest economy in Europe. And Telemonian Dan, a gift sub as well. Thank you very much. So, roughly half, well, exactly half of the British Empire. We do have insane growth of 11%. But yeah, we have nothing. However, what is also interesting about Italy is that we have positive relations with absolutely everybody. So if we play our cards right, we might be able to avoid being dragged into a war that is almost certain between Britain and Germany for some time. And that would be good, because starting in 1900, we should have time, I'm hoping, to get dreadnoughts before we actually have to go to war. That's the plan anyway. I like trains. I like trains too. Is there a way of getting an allied AI to go to war against you? I don't think so. Because you don't get any events. Alerik, 500 bits. Bloody hell. Thank you. You're being very generous tonight. I've pushed the things to... And Cumbrian with the 2 tier 1 gift subs as well. Which I don't think the... Oh, no, it has now. No, it's not in hard. It's just in normal. I'll wait a bit until I really get used to the campaign before I go ahead and do anything complicated like trying a legendary campaign. And it doesn't seem to make much of a difference in 106 giving them legendary. They just get more starting money, and once you beat them, then they don't come back. Like, they're not... It kind of gives them a starting boost for the computer fund. Thank you very much. Yes, I am still funding my computer, and there are many ways you can support me. One is by giving bits on Twitch and stuff like that. One is just by watching, of course. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I have a donation link and Patreon link in the video description. And as well, you can use a super thanks if you wish, which is new to the channel. Anyway, let's have a look at the research. I haven't actually gone in to get any designs, but we do have Mark 1 13-inch guns and Mark 2 12-inch guns, so we do have some interesting weapons. We've got Mark 2 of all the small guns. What I'd ideally love for a Dreadnought are Mark 3 12-inch guns. Now, those are probably a way off. We do have one Mark 3, and that's the 9-inch. We also need steam turbines, really, to make a proper Dreadnought. And obviously we need the Dreadnought hull, which is under hull strengthening, I think. So I'm going to prioritise those 3 techs. Now, I don't normally throw around the priorities, because it's going to throw everything else completely off. But I need those 3 techs to make a Dreadnought possible. So we're going to rush those 3 and really pray that we get them first. But of course, I don't even have a fleet yet. I haven't done anything. So we're going to load this up, and we're going to look at building some form of fleet. Are we going to build any pre-dreadnoughts? I don't know. We have 2. We have the Battleship 1 and the Battleship 3. The thing is, looking at our guns, I would probably want to build them on the 12-inch gun. But they probably don't even fit. Oh, they do. But the 9-inch gun is our best gun. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much for the follow, Dark Ages Hermit. And for something else, which has just made a hype train go more. I'm sure it'll give me the notification in a minute. So, weirdly, given that we have good 9-inch guns, I'm actually thinking armoured cruiser. Because that's a good caliber for an armoured cruiser. The 9-inch Mark III. It's our only Mark III gun. I think that makes sense. And we're going to have a super cheap fleet. Because another reason for going with armoured cruisers is that these things we won't get armoured cruiser hulls for a long time. The like proper heavy cruisers, I mean. We're going to be stuck with the armoured cruiser for 1,000,000 years. So why not base our fleet around the armoured cruiser? It's probably a really bad idea. But it's the only idea I've got. Right, let's have a look at the towers. We'll go for the best one. Maximum base accuracy. Try and get it on there. There we go. 10-inch guns better for a C8? Possibly. But if I go to a 10-inch, it's a Mark II. So if you see there the difference in the stats, the Mark 9, the Mark 9, the Mark III 9-inch does almost as much damage. Not quite. Has higher muzzle velocity. And this is without changing anything. Has better accuracy, range, and pen over the 10-inch. So, yes, if I had a Mark III 10-inch, I'd consider it, but I don't. I have a 9-inch. So the 9-inch, it is. Tower tech, yes, we will go for tower techs too, because they're certainly useful. And then rear tower will go top end as well. Still on coal, of course. We do get induced. And the multiple expansion steam engine. We could bring an auxiliary petrol engine, but for reasons should be obvious, I don't think bringing petrol engines is the best idea. Even though that's not represented in game. Like everybody getting completely hammered on toxic fumes. Binoculars, yes, binoculars would be useful. We can get barbette armor. We can even get anti-torpedo. That's nice. But, you know, there's nothing shockingly amazing on here yet. What about propellants? Gun cotton. Oh god. And I could go for ballastite or white powder. I think I'm going to go for the white powder, just because it has a lower flash fire explosion-y chance, which is probably insane yet. Enhanced reloading. Oh, I could get electrical turrets. I'm not a huge fan of electrical turrets. I'll stick with the advanced hydraulics. We'll stick with standard shells. And we can get a rangefinder. Amazing. Right, these guns, they're 51 caliber. I prefer having a 50 caliber to 51, just because it's a round number. They've got a good rate of fire, 2.35 rounds per minute. I could get away with making them longer, but I think that's fine. Yeah, I know. Your crew getting higher drunk. It would be fun. But yeah, it was a known thing. Petrol engines in general on in ships and stuff was... no, I want them to keep aircraft completely away from the game. I think that would be a big mistake, adding in aircraft, maybe spotting aircraft or something as a bonus, but no, military aircraft, torpedo bombers, stuff like that. No, definitely not. And that's the level 3 hype train. Thank you very much, everybody. Right, secondary guns is an interesting one as well. There are wow, 2-inch casement slots up here. I did not know that. I do now. It's like a little gantry. Interesting. Very interesting. Yes. Okay. Secondary guns. We have access to Mark IIs across the board. So probably some 5-inch guns. But I'll get the funnels in next, I think. Because I have a suspicion. Yeah. Engine efficiency smoke is laughable. And yeah, they do get in the way. So I think I'll stick a funnel. Maybe just stick the biggest funnel I can in, like that. Yeah, masses of smoke interference, but we can get a little bit of speed out of it. 21 knots? No. 20.5. There we go. Hey, Rollo. You've not missed much. I've just been pootling around with the design of this armoured cruiser. I think that'll be fine, to be honest. I can mess with pitch and roll. Beam and draft. Maybe I can get a bit more out of this thing. Whoa, you can really reduce the draft on this. That causes that no longer to fit, which is amusing. Would limit me to, yeah, one of those. Really? And now that ruins my engine efficiency. What about if I just go with standard funnels? They're really small and I can probably fit in as many as I like. But can we reach 21 knots? We can, but it's ridiculous. Just go 20. It's still, that'll make the ship cheaper. Secondary guns, yeah, just go 5-inch. Oh, they're huge. What about the singles? They are not. Go with 3 of them. You know, it's nothing insane, nothing excessive. Right, those 2-inch guns could do with being a bit longer. So they are 50 caliber. If it'll, oh no, that's the 5-inch guns I'm messing with. Yeah, that's fine, and those could do with being a bit shorter. So they are also 50s. There we go. Yeah, everybody says, "Oh, minimum range, minimum range." You're in the med. Yes, you are correct. If you think about the range stat being how far my ship goes forwards and backwards. However, that is not what range does. Range is your ship's endurance. And you can see here at the bottom, it says increases probability of convoy raids, increases probability of naval missions. That means this stat is what determines how likely it is your ships will get missions generated. More range means that they can stay on station longer, they can go on patrol for longer, they can sail around longer, and they get missions. So range is important, and you definitely need to like you don't want to be making this. It's not a dump stat. Yeah, it's operational ranges. They're not cruise ships going A to B and refueling. So yeah, this is an important one. Same with speed. Speed is important too. You know, if you can't force a battle, then it doesn't work. So I quite like it. So for a, pre-Dreadnought era ship, I think we'll move on to the armor. How can I make the barbettes on these things? Oh, good. Now, deck hits are probably unlikely, but are something I'd have to consider. We have absolutely masses of weight left. I don't know. I'll come back to that. I definitely want at least 9-inch on the belt. 4.5 everywhere else. 2-inch on the superstructure. Let's go 224 on the deck and 5-inch on the turret. That's probably way too much. And then the 5-inch guns, they basically just have a little armor plate on the front. Just with a bit of flash protection, splinter protection even. Casements, I want same armor as... Oh no, it won't let me. Same armor as the rest of the ship, but it won't allow that. Yes, we can reduce tonnage to save cash. I will do that. But if I armor this thing up, it'll effectively be a battleship. So, if I was building a battleship, I would go 12-inch guns. So let's armor as if she had 12-inch guns. Let's go 14. Oh no, 13.5 is the max. Okay, we'll max the armor then, which is not very much more. 11.2. Go up to a 10-inch belt, 5-inch, 4.5 belt. I think that's fine. Armor-wise, inner belt is interesting though. Let's go for a 5-inch inner belt and a 2-inch inner deck. That adds a lot of weight. We can crank up the operational range and the crew quarters and the bulkheads. Can't have both. Thank you very much for the follow. Who is that? Sir Hans Wolf. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I can't have everything, can I? Okay. 1,500 kilometers, many bulkheads, spacious crew quarters. It's luxurious, it's well armored, and then we have a little bit of displacement left. Which is fine. There's a few things you can do with spare displacement. You can reduce your slider, or you can to save money, or you can leave it there as kind of a future proofing. But I am going to reduce it because I think we can reduce it a fair amount, and that will radically reduce costs. There we go, something like that, because we do still need to balance the thing a little bit more. Hello, welcome to the chat. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, pocket battleships. Exactly. Exactly. That is indeed the plan. Because what if I was looking at the pre-Dreadnought battleship? I'd be thinking, oh, 9-inch guns are my best bet. Just stick them on an armored cruiser. Let's not bother with. That immediately puts me overweight, so that's a bad plan. Is there any way I can get this back a bit? No. What happens if I stick a couple of casements in here? Oh, that works. That gives me an half-weight offset. But it's less than 1%, and I can live with that. Funnel, move the funnel around, that's a good idea. Perfect. Thank you very much, Cumbrian, for that. Yes, what caliber are the main guns? These are 9-inch guns, 9-inch 50 caliber guns. I mean, Mark III's pretty good. Nothing special. But why not? And for an armoured cruiser, a pitch of 31.6% is really not bad. The roll is not great, but it's okay. Yeah, we have smoke interference up the wazoo, but it's running on coal. What do you expect? We've got good range. We're pretty tough. Speed is meh, but I mean, nothing's exactly fast in this era. And it's under 5 million, which is pretty decent. Yes, save design approved. Right, the other thing we could build is a light cruiser. Now, we do have the semi-armoured cruiser. That's a Dreadnought hull. What? What the fuck? Since when? When did we get this? I've just been building this one, assuming this would be the best. I've just seen this. That counts as a heavy cruiser. Oh my word. When did we have this? Damn. Well, I might have a cheap and a expensive armoured cruiser. Everything is armoured cruisers. Didn't even see this. I assumed this was a light cruiser. Normally the game arranges this in expensiveness. So I'm used to going, oh, this is the best one, this is the next. But I did see that with the 1 and 3, but weirdly I thought this was a light cruiser because it's called a semi-armoured cruiser, and so is this. This is a semi-armoured cruiser, right? That is not a semi-armoured cruiser. Yeah, sure. What the dickens is this? Can we superfire with it? Let's find out. 9-inch gun. No, barbettes are locked. Or are they? No, they are. Yeah, we can't do anything insane like that. We can't put them up here either. Sadly. But what a find. What a hull. Oh, tiny Dreadnought, I know. So this can also come with 9-inch guns. But why stop there? I know I never normally use them, but more 9-inch guns. Yes. Yes, Telemony then. I will switch from I will put a priority to gun layout tech so I can get super firing and stuff. This thing has casement slots. Yes, it does. Apparently. Do we have random secondary gun slots anywhere? No. I wish we could put a 9-inch gun there. That would be superb. Right. What can we do with funnels? With a big funnel, which is plenty of smoke inaccuracy, we can push this thing to, well, not bad. 20, we'll call it 23 knots. Especially if I reduce the draft and beam to save money. No, I can't reduce beam because of the wing turrets. Okay, 22 knots. 22 knots. I will increase the draft again. It won't let me fit the 2-inch anymore, I don't think. Yeah, they get in the way of the funnel, which is sad. Let's make them 9-inch 50s as well. Come on. Well, you changed your fucking caliber. What? Okay, that's bugged. Huh. Well, I'm just going to set them at 0 then. Rangefinder. Gun white powder. Wait, did I do any of this stuff for the other cruiser? I don't think I did. Shit. God damn it. I can copy the design, I think. Standard, or we'll go for capped. And base fuse, I think. Base fuse is usually alright. Standard ratio. Citadel, blah, 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 blah. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Can I get a secondary turret on the rear boat deck? Maybe. No. Nope. Sadness. This thing's not going to have secondaries. It's just going to be all 9s. Now then. Armour. Yeah. We'll go for a very similar armor scheme to the other cruiser, which I will fix momentarily. Five, 2. Oh, I'm overweight. This has great range, so I'm going to drop it 1 notch. No, it did save me a fair bit. And probably superstructure armor, which is crazy, crazy heavy. I could take the deck armor down a little bit too. And that's not bad. Right, we have a 4 weight offset. Let's bring this right back. It gives me an half weight offset. Just trying to bring the Citadel in if I can. But that is too much. So this does need to go forward a bit. Go to there. I'll get a little bit of weight back from that. You have to increase that again? No. Okay. A small ship with a huge turret. You can do that. The problem is they start getting really unstable and then you can't hit anything. Like a monitor type ship. And of course, because you have to have 2 You know, you could maybe have a 9-inch gun shoved somewhere if you're doing a battleship. But yeah, we'll go with this. I think that's good. Can we get the spacious crew? No. 2 distinct and different designs. This one costs twice as much, though. I'm just going to copy this design over so I can change that to capped and standard and base fused. Then we're slightly overweight. Also, never did the tower armor, which is another thing I realized. Let's bring that down to 1.5 and bring the dex down. There we go. So we'll save this one. I'm going to delete that one so I don't make the mistake of using it. So we've got 2 heavy cruisers, a cheaper one and a more expensive one. Right, light cruisers. What do we have access to? We have the light cruiser 1, the light cruiser 2, and the semi-armored cruiser. Hello there. Why are all the names taken? Can I move my camera? I can. I think. Hold on. There you go. That's. I mean, there's no good place to put the face cam in Dreadnoughts. I'll move myself down here for a bit. Now then, I think this is the better design. I know it looks shit, and it is. It's basically a trawler. But these things can be effective. Just spamming out a whole bunch of small caliber firepower. So I think we'll go with this. They've proven effective in the campaigns that I've done before. Just with a whole bunch of 4-inch guns. There's no reason to go with the others, is there? Nope. One there, one there, one there, one there. Come on, game. One there. One there. Can I move this? Tempting to have ones there as well, but... we'll do it for now. Might come back and change it later, and then you can get casements in, but I'm going to go for the 2-inch. Engine placement seems pretty forgiving. Admiral Obvious. Really, unless you're putting your engines somewhere weird, I haven't noticed any difference at all, because I tend to put my engines in the middle of the ship. But yes, it does make a difference in battle now. So if there's the ship profile, like if I put the funnel here, the engine rooms will be here. It's hard for me to see because I'm a bit colorblind, but it is there. There's a slightly redder section here. From my point of view, like this darker area is the Citadel, and then this area, which is in a brighter red color, this is where your engine rooms go. So if you take damage here or flooding here, then that is where your engines are going to be damaged. Whereas if you put it here, it puts the engine rooms there. So if you always put your engine rooms in the middle of the ship, you've probably not noticed any difference at all. But yeah, that's the basic idea. Torpedo launchers could be useful on this design. We'll stick them on. Speed is going to be important, but I don't want to go nuts for speed. Probably... fucking hell. Okay, now, which one's the best? 9.3, 15... 6.9. Oh wow, they look fun. Give me 19.3. That gives me 30. Let's go for 2 of those. How much speed can I get out of you? Fuck all. 24 knots. I know it's not bad for the era. What about with 3 funnels? Smoke interference is going to be insane now. But we can get up to a semi-respectable speed of 26 knots. Huzzah! I don't have forced. Don't have forced. I've only got induced. 26 knots though. Can deal with that. Plus three funnels. Yeah, has appearance. 7 funnels. Yes, because I never want to hit anything ever again. Standard. Cat. And cotton. White powder. Enhanced. Advanced hydraulics. Where's me flash fire chance? Yeah, it's already enough. Going to stay with standard shells. Torps, 18-inch standards. With reloads, because they are underwaters. A rangefinder, yes please. Armour is going to be something that's difficult. Now, those are 4-inch 36 caliber. If I maxed out the length, what can I get to? 43. Let's go for 40s then. There we go. 9 rounds a minute. That is good enough for me. And they have a range, in theory, of 9 kilometers. Which is pretty nice. Right. Armour in time. The other option, of course, is making them effectively 5-inch guns, but we'll leave them as 4-inch. Let's make them 50s as well. Right. Can I not armour... Can I not armour the 4-inch turrets? Okay, fine. We go for an armoured brick. Really? We can, although 6 inches superstructure armor is silly. Just going to go with 2. Something like that. That should be plenty of armour. And allow me to get in something else. Maximum bulkheads. But not spacious crew. And not extra range. I could lower the displacement a little bit, but it's only 5 tons. And we do have an aft weight offset, which is not what I expected. Maybe shuffle the funnels around. Makes it a little bit better. Move the turret, the tower back. Can move this turret back. Yeah, that helps. There. And we have a little bit of a four-way offset. It does not look like a balanced ship, but apparently it is. So I could put them up to 4.5 inch, but that'll reduce my reload time. And it's not going to add too much. I'm happy enough with a 4-inch gun. I'd rather have the rate of fire, because I'm not accurate. Like, if I had an accurate ship, yeah, increasing the gun caliber might help. But, I mean, a 4-inch gun is still going to make a mess of a torpedo boat or a destroyer, I think. I'm happy enough with these. I think they'll be fine. And then we have destroyers. I'm not going to bother with torpedo boats. Destroyers. Now, that's something I can get behind. Actual honest-to-goodness destroyer. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, you can get 1-inch guns. I'll show you. So if you take a 2-inch gun and plop it down, 2-inch gun is unique because not only can you go up in caliber, you can go down, and you can get 1.1-inch guns. Look at them; they're so tiny. Yes, if you're curious how you get small guns, yeah, destroyer hull. Very nice to see. That was a nice roll on the old tech roulette. We only get 1 rear tower. Funnels. This is going to have a lot of funnels, I suspect. Probably 3 to get any sort of engine efficiency. Could reduce the beam and draft as well. It's a destroyer after all. And we can reduce the speed a little bit. But 31 knots. Damn. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Right. Gun-wise, I might as well go with a 5-inch. Seriously? What do you mean? Yeah, I knew you'd fit. Just doesn't like being over the other gun. Like it won't let me tuck it underneath. But there you go. Super firing 5-inch guns. Are 1-inch guns any good? Meh. Good evening, Lady Felicity. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Welcome to the Italian campaign. There we go. What a ship. It's a shame I have to put a torpedo launcher on it. Torpedo launcher there. There's your torpedo launcher. And I can fit 2-inch guns on the side. But probably only a couple. Still, that is useful. Oh yeah, I haven't done any of the engine upgrades. Thank you. I keep forgetting I even have them. Can we go faster? More speed? Wow, this is actually a... Okay, take a funnel off then. "36 knots. That's good destroyer speed. Like, in any era. You could probably make a 1.1-inch gun go crazy. Brr. At the moment, if we were to do that, tiny little stubby thing. 25 rounds a minute. But I would prefer this. I mean, this is still 20 rounds a minute. The regular 2-inch gun. Even if it is a 33. So I'd like them... Get them up to a 35, maybe? Yeah, go for a 35. That's 18 rounds a minute. Is that a Slayer's sword on my wall? No, I wish. No, it's I'm nowhere near that good at painting. It is a Longclaw replica from Game of Thrones. Ooh, I'm liking this. Right. Let's shove the torpedo back. Bring this back. Bring this back. Just so we're roughly balanced. I'll do fine balancing later. Okay. Improved armor. Anti-flooding systems. Probably just keep the max AG. Base fused. What's the flash fire chance? 5.1. Yeah, we'll leave them on standard shells. I will reduce the number of shells, though. It's a destroyer. Very rarely destroyers get through all of them. Single shot 18-inch torpedo. Ooh, could even make it a fast one. But it does increase your dud chance. Nah, we'll leave it on standard. Enhanced reload. A rangefinder. Ooh. All this fancy stuff. Absolute fanciness. Maybe increase their length to their 50s. Yeah, very nice. Okay, and then armor. Obviously, we're going to prioritize belt. We'll have a deck armor. Oh my god, this is. Can we actually make a full-on brick destroyer? Oh, we can. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, I don't have any room for messing with these sliders, so whilst that is fun, I'm going to go for 0.2, 0.1, 0.1. Let's see if I can get maximum bulkheads instead. Not quite. Can we do that on superstructure? Yeah, if I bring it down to 0.9. Around range. That's going to be too tough, though, to get the range. What about crew? Nah, not worth it. But maximum bulkheads, I think, is. This destroyer is never going out of style. Yes. 41.5 rounds per minute with all the techs that you can get. That's a good rate of fire. That's a good AA gun. Shit. It was better balanced before I fiddled with it. God damn it. Shit. I should have just left it alone. Oh, I can move this gun. I don't want to, but I will. I have a plan. I promise. It's mainly to get the torpedo. A bit better firing angles. Now that sends me overweight. That seems to be overweight. What? What? Sometimes, game, you confuse me. You really do. How am I now overweight? What did I do wrong? No. Can I change to those funnels? No. Oh, I see what happened. It added an extra gun. And it's generally messed up. There we go. That's what the problem was. So it did have a full weight offset problem. But yeah, it was being caused by the guns being weird. Name generator. I'll call this one. Done. Visio. Done. Whoa, what the fuck? No. Oh, sometimes it's picking the barbette up at the same time. No, I don't want you to do that. That's maybe what I did wrong. God damn it. Destroyers are so fiddly. It is unreal. Okay, 2.8%. I can live with that. I can live with this guy. For 1900, this is an insanely good destroyer. 36 knots. Just over 1,000 tons. And, you know, 4 5-inch guns. That is not bad. Okay, yeah, sure, 1 torpedo tube, but that looks good. That looks good. I like it. They are 2 million each, so they're not cheap. But there we go. We don't need a battleship. Who cares? Gunboat DDs are just far superior. Just far superior. In my opinion, at the moment. Right. We are... right, let's have a look at our money situation. We have $155 million, which is quite a lot. And we have... What? Oh, yeah, the Marco Polo was the one that I didn't want. So that one... I thought it deleted that. It's the one with the wrong stuff on it. So delete that. There we go. So, I think... one was a mistake. Yeah, well, a tribal would have more guns, but... Yeah, these things are nice. These things are nice. And upgradable. Like, these could still be useful. You don't need a ton of DDs, though. I would say 10 to 20 destroyers is probably enough for us. Let's see now. These Ruggierios, these are... Let's build 5. And 5 5 of these. 10 of these. And 20 of these. There. Money gone. Money gone. And our fleet is going to be a little bit weird. 10 heavy cruisers, 10 light cruisers, 20 destroyers. But that's just the way it's going to be. Right. Crew training to max. This to max. Right. Let's hit start campaign. Right. The fleet. Why can I not change this yet? That's a bit weird. Anyway, finances. We've got max transport capacity. We're going to max research. Oh, not quite. We're going to start building this. And I'm going to have to... Why can't I change this? Maybe I haven't researched it yet. You can sometimes change this to... You can change this to limited. So they don't use up as much... money. Okay, what's our most expensive ship to maintain? It's those Rugerias. Just until we get our economy going. Because it saved me a huge amount of money. If I want to max out the research, though, what about these ones? Oh, yeah, that'll save me a fair amount as well. Not enough, but a fair amount. And these can go from 45 to 11. Okay. Cool. And yes, you do have to do this individually for ships. But we do have the crew for them. And we can reactivate them if there is a war. But for now... I'd rather get the finances under control. Get that tick spending up. Oh my god, I'm going to have to reduce that quite a lot. There. Right. Good, good, good. The pocket battleships? Yeah, of course I can. How about... How about this one? The Brunel SG. There you go. Right. Yes, we have a navy. No, we're not using it. Exactly. We just have the destroyers active, which, to be fair, is half our fleet. But look, we can be like, look, we're small. We only have 20 ships. Look at us. We're minnows. Leave us alone. But in reality, our fleet is similar in size to the Austro-Hungarians. We just need to get our economy going. We really need this to build up, and we need techs. We need to just absolutely hammer that home. Positive relations with Britain and Austria-Hungary. Very nice. Right, what big gun ticket we got coming? Mark II 13-inch guns. Interesting. I still don't know what we're getting here. Well, we have good relations with everybody. So I'm kind of hoping we can stay out of the war. The press accuses you and your staff of delays and disruption of ship construction contracts. What is your answer? The Navy has nothing to do with corruption caused by politicians. I don't have the naval prestige to spend on that. You can say it's slander, though. That reduces our GDP. That is bad. Or we can piss away money. We can't afford to do either of these. We're going to have to go with that one. Okay. Austro-Hungarians pissing people off, I think. Our country has increased its financial growth and tax income is booming. Invest in industry. Shit. I can't afford to do that. I don't have the money. I'm going to have to go with this one. Of course, spend more on the development of our fleet. It's annoying. I'd rather invest in the GDP, but I can't do it. At least we've got a little bit of cash in the piggy bank. Do we have hull strengthening? Yes. Dreadnought 1 hull. Perfect. So as soon as this finishes, I will remove the focus. And we'll move the focus to, where is it, gun layout. So we can start getting superimposed stuff. Well, everybody likes me. See? Everybody likes me. France and Austria-Hungary are probably going to kick off the war, actually. At minus 89. No, everybody likes Italy. Yeah, Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Come for the Dreadnoughts. Dreadnought action. Yeah, fights. No. You're going to get to watch Brother Monroe balance a budget. Well, if you like this content, you'll love Victoria when I start playing Victoria 3. Engines, please be turbines. No. Okay, so we need to keep the focus on engines. We need turbines, or you're going to have slow dreadnoughts that aren't any use. More tension going on. Due to a naval exercise, one of our battleships, we don't have any. What battleships? Suffered an engine breakdown. We can piss off the British. That one's not bad if we say it's an accident. I'd rather not piss off the British. Mind you, we've got excellent relations with them. And it reduces unrest. And it gives me naval prestige. Which will give me... No, we're going to have to go with this one. Sorry, Britain. It's not your fault. There we go. Immediate war. Okay. Now, apparently we prefer the Austro-Hungarians to the French. Okay, so they're kind of pushing us a little bit towards Austria-Hungary. Or at least, I interpret this as the Italian people are more in favour of Austria-Hungary than France. But none of this is bad enough to drag us into the war. And we can see up here... there's a war, although France isn't listed. Maybe just they'll appear next turn. It gives us a look at the Austro-Hungarian fleet. Look at that. 14 battleships, 28 heavy cruisers, 6 light cruisers. Yeah, why? Just... yeah, we're better staying off... we're better off staying well out of it. Well out of it. Isco one, yeah. They're democracies, but they're empires. Well, I mean, they're not mutually exclusive. Okay. Relations improved with the British because we're not messing with them. That's good. Okay, we've got hull strengthening tech in 1 turn. Perfect. Dreadnoughts. Yes. Amazing. Let's have a look at it. Here we go. The Dreadnought 1. And it is this hull, which I loathe, but it is better than a pre-Dreadnought, which have now disappeared. If we start building it now, yeah, 13-inch Mark IIs. It's a whole pile of yuck. I want to wait for the Mark IIIs, and I definitely need the turbines. So yeah, very cool that we have the hull. I'm going to take the focus off hull strengthening, and I'm actually going to put it on gun layout for now. Or am I? I might just take it off entirely. Just so that we can increase the other stuff, because we do need all this other stuff. I wish you could kind of deprioritize things, but unfortunately you can't at the moment. I don't mean like don't research it, just like I'm not as interested in that. Put it in fire control systems. Yeah, I mean, but this is the thing I like about it, though. The game, like, your researchers will research everything. If you leave the text alone, like if you just leave it alone, it'll just research everything. It's just, yeah, it'd be nice if there was a back burner option. That'd be kind of cool. There we go. Multiple expansion steam engine, but you can't. I mean, you can build a Dreadnought with a multiple expansion steam engine, but you don't want to. That's possibly a better way of putting it. Right, we can increase budget spending, tech spending again. Politics-wise, again, trying to stay neutral. The British are starting to like us a lot more. Ba, 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 da, da, da. I think, are the French trying to piss us off or something? I don't know. Can we get another tick? Yes, we can. Got control stations coming up. Dumaresk. Gun aiming speed and base accuracy. Okay, cool. And we also have improved stiffening on the way. All right. Yeah, that it is good, the fire control one. But I don't like using the focus because it means that you end up... I'd rather not use the focuses if I can. Extra income. Ooh, no. Oof. Yikes. That GDP hit. Ooh. This seems like a bad option, right? -2 naval budget. But the +2% GDP will feed back into the naval budget and then some. So I'm going to go with that one. So it'll cost me in the short term, but long term, I reckon that'll pay off. Just keep pumping up. Look at that. Plus 16% GDP growth per year. That is very nice. Just keep pumping that. Get our economy bigger. Bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Especially with the Austro-Hungarians at war. Rush radar. I'm not sure, but I think the techs get progressively more expensive. But all the techs are good. Like, there's no techs that I don't want. New torpedoes. I do not comment on rumours. And the other options are poor. There you go. We've already got the loss in budget back, which is amazing. Still not knowing what that is yet? Nope. Bum, 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 bum. Brother Monroe for Chancellor of the Exchequer. I have done I did do Democracy 4 once, and I had a rather interesting economic policy, but yeah. Right, what have we got here? Shut up, bloody politicians. Yeah, the French. Are you insane? I can agree and get a cash injection. I can say we need to provoke the French into attacking us, which will piss off the French a bit, but otherwise is a good option. Gives me +1 naval prestige. Or I can burn naval prestige to get +1 naval budget. I can't do that one. So it has to be that one. Organize an international regatta. Wow, that's expensive, but affordable. -5, no. We're gonna, yeah, sure, we'll do it. It's a lot of money, but you know, I get 5 naval prestige and extra relations with people, sure. And we're actually positive in the money again, meaning we can get more money into research, and once we can max it out, we'll really be going. Mark III 10-inch guns. Okay, not bad, but we still need more gun techs. Gun layout, what do we got coming here? Superimposed large gun. Ooh, that's nice. 16 months away. We'll see whether this is the turbines, though. No, you really only need the 2 superimposed turret tech. That's all you really need. But even having the ability to have 1 superimposed big turret would be really useful, because a lot of the hulls have like step downs and stuff like that you can use. Now, what I find curious is when the game hung. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll think it hung on building new ships, but on Twitch it hung on updating missions, because I can see both. That is that's interesting. If purely from an academic standpoint, obviously it's not that interesting. Right, how's the economy doing? It's plus 17% growth. Damn, that is booming. That is booming. Still the smallest economy in Europe, but you know, we're getting there. Poor old British keep losing ships. We're getting any explosives. Picric acid. Okay. Not bad. We are also getting a cruiser design. Armoured Cruiser 4, Semi-Armoured Cruiser 2. Interesting. Very interesting. So I have torpedo gyroscopes on the way. 19-inch torpedoes. Wow, that's way ahead of time. And Mark II torpedo tubes. Cool. Okay, the 10-inch gun. It's not that exciting. Let's keep cranking out that research. More. Electro-hydraulic turrets. Ooh, that's quite nice too. Austria-Hungary, I just saw the tick pop up in the bottom left there. Got the Mark II 13-inch as well. International Weapons Exhibition. I wasn't particularly interested. Yes, we can produce those, but they're secret. Some of that's really interesting, and there's some cool stuff. People will be unhappy, but I do get 20 million or 22 million. Or I can just say, yes, we're keeping pace, and our stuff is equally good. I don't need the unrest reduction, and +1 naval prestige is pretty minor. I'm gonna take the money. Yes, please. No, I could do Max. I could do a refit with the 10-inch guns, but it's going to push them overweight. So I need another tech, like Krupp armor or something like that, to bring them back underweight. I can't just slap on a 10-inch gun and go, well, there you go. They'll just be heavier and they won't work. From playing one campaign, I can tell you I usually take about 10 years of a ship existing before I think about refitting it. Or I'll just scrap it because there's something way better. So yeah, I tend to be very sparing with refits. This is the way my brain works. We need more cruisers. We can agree. Explain why he's wrong in detail, or just tell him to fuck off. Fuck off. Okay, and 2 more kind of passive techs. Good. Right. Money continues to go up because the economy is just absolutely going crazy. Good stuff. Because, I mean, starting in 1900, all the ships that I built, apart from that destroyer, are crap. I don't know how else to put it. They're not good. They're not good ships. Like, they're just meh. And yes, you know, the heavy cruisers and the light cruisers will be in use for some time, but they will be replaced by actual heavy and light cruisers. The destroyers probably keep them around for quite some time. Like they're a good little ship, and we don't have any battleships or anything, so it's fine. Come on, building new ships. Right, the game might have crashed. So I'm going to stop recording. And I'm going to go get a drink and go for a pee. And I'll be back in a minute.